What's going on with the pink store now? Greetings, everyone. This is the Gardening Snail of Livingston, California. I've been city council watching since at least 2007, and sometimes I just have to shake my head in wonder. In today's video, we'll be going over some of the updates in the Merced County versus COVID-19 situation. Then we'll be going over the agenda for the July 14th Planning Commission meeting. And while we do that, we'll pick up some clues about what's going on with the pink store, as well as learn about how some people are not happy at all with legacy homes. But first, I want to start out with some positive things that are going on in the city of Livingston. On July 9th, the Rotary Club held a food box distribution and gave away 40 boxes of food in about 15 minutes to people in need. Now, in that previous slide I just showed you, you might have noticed the large mural in the background. That was painted by our local artist, Joel Aguilar. Here we can see one more of the larger-than-life art cutouts at Winton Parkway that was also done by Joel, and another more recent project at Buhack High. For those of you who have been following Merced County's water quality woes, you might be interested in this item. The State Water Resources Control Board has launched the Safe and Affordable Funding for Equity and Resilience, SAFER program to help address community and school water systems that are out of compliance with health standards. And now on to Merced County versus COVID-19. On Monday, July 6th, Merced County reversed itself again, this time to releasing status reports daily on normal business days. The county is still reporting probably active numbers, as in the new cases within the last 14 days of the report are probably active, as well as an active hospitalization number and total ever hospitalized number. Tuesday's status update declared that the county's regional parks would be closed on Saturdays and Sundays. They would remain open on weekdays, but large gatherings would be prohibited. They also released the number of total tests that had been given as of Tuesday, July the 7th. This is Tuesday's afternoon dashboard update. Wednesday, July 8th, saw a call to the community to buy into stopping the spread of COVID-19. The Merced County Times reported that Merced County had been added to a watch list, and if there wasn't more compliance with state guidelines, state health officials would step in. County officials reported the 12th death related to COVID-19, a person over the age of 65 with underlying health conditions. And at the direction of the governor, the county was mandating the closure of high-risk business sectors effective immediately. The closures were expected to last 3 weeks. On Thursday, the Mask Up campaign began, stating the state and county was mandating the use of face coverings when out in public and encouraging the use of other protective measures. The county also launched the Ready to Open campaign for businesses. Local businesses would complete an online checklist to verify that they've taken the proper steps to ensure the safety of customers and employees. The July 9th status update also talked about the Mask Up campaign and the Ready to Open campaign. Here's Thursday's dashboard update, and you'll notice the positive case percentage is on the increase. Friday's dashboard update, and another increase in overall numbers. Here we can see the change between Monday's numbers and Friday's numbers, and can also see via my active case graph the steep rise in cases considered active from July 1st through July 10th. Positive cases by community have also risen significantly. Now, I've been asked about the number of active cases by community. But at least at the present, the county isn't reporting those active cases by community numbers. However, if we use the county's logic, we can assume any increase over the prior week could be considered active. According to my calculations, the total number of positive cases for July has already surpassed that for the entire month of June. Most of the cases are in the 18 to 34-year-old age range, and nearly 93% of all cases that recovered has done so at home. Moving on to the Planning Commission agenda, I first want to point out the names of the Planning Commissioners and alternates: Robert Wallace, Francisco Mendoza Gonzalez, Ranjit Juti, Steve Bassey, Adanand Bath, Jason Roth, and Wapinder Kang. Planning Commission meetings are not videoed or posted to YouTube unless things have changed. However, you can participate via teleconference, and copies of the audio are available upon request. The amount of time allowed at planning commissions for public comments is 5 minutes per person. The purpose of this meeting is to consider plans for 2 new duplexes to be built at the corner of Peruso and F Street. Earlier, I mentioned the Pink Store and Legacy Homes. We'll get into those a little more during a quick review of the June 9th Commission meeting minutes. On the agenda was whether or not to allow a homeowner to keep the fence he built. The home in question had been originally built by Legacy Homes. The fence had been built in a way that violated the city's codes and standards, so he needed a variance. It had been built to eliminate privacy issues, and at least part of the problem had been caused by Legacy Homes itself. Again, the fence had been built strictly for privacy issues, and various neighbors spoke up in favor of allowing the fence to stand. They also stated the whole subdivision has issues that should be addressed, for example, flooding and sinking retaining walls. There were more complaints about flooding and privacy concerns, and that if you listen to the complaints from the residents, what keeps coming up is Legacy Homes. During the discussion, some members of the commission were concerned about setting a precedent, and the city planner recommended having the council address the issue if 3 or more property owners wanted to get a variance from the city standards. In the end, the property owner got his variance and gets to keep his fence. It's towards the end of the meeting, during reports, where those clues about the Pink Store can be found. Item 1 in the reports is about a planned development of a multifamily affordable housing project. Item 2 touches on the Pink Store. It's a lot line adjustment for 1724 Main Street on the corner of Main and Peach, and how the property lines there were a hodgepodge, and the property owners want to get that fixed. The city planner stated the property owners wanted to create the new parcels or fix the lot lines to make them easier to sell, and a future buyer may be interested in opening the grocery store again. Other future items touched on in this report include a 400-plus multifamily housing project, and that several other development projects are currently going through the environmental review process and would be eventually coming to the Planning Commission. So what do you think about all of this? Let me know in the comments. If you're subscribed to the channel already, you might want to check and make sure you're still subscribed so you're notified whenever a new video goes live. And subscribe if you're new. Until next time, this is the gardening snail of Livingston, California, because not every critter is hiding under a rock.